Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. As you can see, I got the other Ozark Trail knife that everybody's been talking about. And instead of destroying this one, we're actually going to do something a little bit different. We're going to start by disassembling it, see what it's all about inside, and then once it's disassembled, we are going to actually be trying to turn the scales red and see what they look like. This is practice for a Benchmade that I won in a giveaway from none other than Zach Stuff. So we're gonna try first on this Ozark Trail and see how it turns out and take you guys along for the ride. Stick around. We'll get into disassembly, unpackaging, and then we're gonna dye these scales. We'll set that dye aside for now. We're gonna get this out of the package, test the action, disassemble, and then we'll get the scales dyed. Today, we're going to be using this awesome Devo Knives Tall Boy to get into this. There's not really a great way of cutting it open when they package it like this. This is kind of stupid. But I guess it is something from Walmart, so what do you expect, I guess? That wasn't bad. Came out fairly easily. A little stiff. Not bad after a few flicks. Works pretty well. Again, this is advertised to be D2 steel. And it says it's a polypropylene handle, which obviously just means plastic, or I don't know, more like a reinforced nylon, probably. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Decent amount of flex in this one, but that's not a big deal. Pretty good action, actually. It's got an okay grind line. Not the best. Decent sharpening choil. I don't know how well this coating would hold up, but we're going to get into disassembly. Show you what's inside of this thing so we can get the scales dyed. Alright, we're going to be starting off. Probably should close this guy for now. We're going to be starting off with the pivot. That is was it a T10 on the pivot. Wow. Or not. Let me grab a T9 and see what that's about. Because that seems to be, I don't know, just a hair too big. So we're going to grab a 9 and see what that's about. And see if that fits just a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's definitely going to be a 9 on the pivot screw. Not a 10. And in case you guys are wondering, it is not a captured pivot. So it will spin on you. So you either have to apply some force to the back of it or find yourself another driver. So on that note, I'm going to find myself another driver. Alright guys, got me another Torx driver. So we're going to finish this disassembly. So we can get going on dyeing these scales. Feels like they were generous with the Loctite on this one. So we got that pivot out. Now we're going to take the screws out of the handle scales. So guys, it looks like you are also going to need a 7, maybe? I don't know. It looks like I already stripped these handle screws out, so. Alright guys, as you can tell, I sort of struggled getting this apart. Unfortunately, I only have one Torx driver. So with everything being non-captured, it gives you a little bit of a struggle pulling it apart. As you can see from the inside there, it actually is very similar to how Benchmade does the bug out with the partial liners. They pretty much function exactly the same. Alright guys, after all that fighting with it, I think I finally got it just about all the way apart. And I don't know if any of you have been into these, but if you look in there, they actually have, I believe it is nylon cage stainless steel bearings in there. Obviously that's a little bit of a step up above like just the nylon washers that they usually use in cheaper budget knives. So we're going to get to dyeing this now that we've got it disassembled, and we're going to see what we can do with it. Stick around if you want to see the results. Alright guys, I went with a racing red grit dye on this brand new, what was a white Ozark Trail, and I will say that color turned out fantastic. If you can tell, she's perfectly centered. Action is still fantastic, maybe even a little better than factory. All in all, I'd say that's a win. If you guys like this sort of content, leave me something in the comments below, and maybe hit that like and subscribe button so I know I'm doing something right, and I'll keep pumping out awesome videos like this for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.